Who would believe the underdog could be of such importance in this world? We Nubians, we are very resilient. We are special to the Father creation. We survive and we grow, even whilst rooted in manure of hatred and lies. And yet, we are destined to be the saviors of this world and of the Father's children.
Search God in Black and White, the podcast. Perhaps you are a Christian, a Muslim, a Buddhist, or an atheist. It's on all major platforms. A Nubian way. Search God in Black and White, the podcast.
Hello, welcome back to my channel. Let me start by saying I hope you all have a very pleasant and happy holiday. I know it can be pagan. It might have nothing whatsoever to do with Jesus, the Christus. But it's the one time of the year when people are mostly happy, and it's the one time of the year when you can guarantee to get a smile out of most people. So I'd hate to see that change. So I hope you have a very pleasant holiday. And don't worry too much about the pandemic or the vaccine. Don't worry too much about it. Don't worry your head too much about it. There's a lot of panic videos going around saying exactly what they think is going to happen and how many different scenarios they are, the pathway to misery and all that. But, you know, we keep forgetting one thing, and we mustn't forget this. There are powerful people in this world that would harm us, but then there are also powerful people in this world who protect us. There are people out there in powerful places, influential companies, in the government, all governments, who's there doing great jobs preventing us being persecuted and living in misery. And it cannot be known who they are because they wouldn't live long. Either that or they'll be gotten rid of in some way. So don't worry too much about this pandemic because, hey, things come and things go, and the Father is looking after us. And who is the Father? Well, that's what I want to discuss with you. In my podcast, God in Black and White, the podcast, which is available on all platforms, all top platforms. God in Black and White, the podcast. Remember that. Yeah, in my podcast, I talk a lot about who God is, or who I believe God to be, and who I believe the devil to be. Who they are, none of us know, but we can assume comfortably that 99.9% of whoever they are is actually in us. If we look around, we'll see. Evil just doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen. Mankind makes it happen. We make it happen. Good things just do not happen. It depends on your situation and who you're dealing with, but they just do not happen. Because you prayed yesterday? Nah, I don't think so. Because you prayed yesterday, it probably gave you strength to go and do the right thing today. As a consequence, good things happened. But am I saying that there is no God? Do you know, if I'm correct, I would say I believe in all gods. I know that sounds contradictory, but the reason I believe in all gods is because there is one God. Even more contradictory, right? Now, this one God is who represents all these gods. Whoever they may be, wherever they may be on this planet, it's that one God which represents all these gods. Whoever they pray to as individuals, whoever they believe is connected in any way as a deity, to God in any way, whoever they believe this person to be or this figure to be, they will be answered by this figure. Because so long as they believe that figure, as with the Christian faith, Jesus Christ will be the one, you'd have Krishna, you'd have Muhammad, and countless others, I'm sure. But whoever they believe in, or whoever we believe in that situation, will be the people or the person or the prophet that we deal with in our visions, in our dreams, as an intermediary to our God. Because the fact is, our God, the one God, is all of them. You see, our God doesn't look like any of them. But our God must be understood by all of them. Do you follow that? What I'm saying is, if a person says to me, I had a vision of Jesus last night and he came and he gave me some advice, I'd say, I believe you. And if a short while later a person came up to me and said, I had a vision of Muhammad last night, and he taught me a few things and helped me to sort a few problem areas out, told me he was watching over me, and I would say, I believe you. And if a short while later I saw another person who said, Krishna was at my bedside last night, I was told how successful my children were going to be and what a great job I've done bringing them into this world and bringing them up in this world. And I woke up feeling really proud because I know Krishna is watching over me. And I would say, I believe you. Because it's only through these prophets that we actually believe that we're in contact with the Father. And so the Father will come to you in whatever prophet you desire or believe in enough. Whoever the prophet is, whichever race this prophet resides with, whatever language this prophet speaks in, the Father will come to you in the presence of that prophet. Because it's the only way you will believe that you're being spoken to by the Father of creation, who is not a man, who does not resemble any of these prophets, but resembles all things, even the universe in which we live. That is our Father in the heavens. Look no further for heaven, because we exist in the heavens, in the body of our Father. Have a very pleasant holiday. I was going to say Christmas. Call it what you will. Have a very pleasant holiday, and thank you for joining me this time. I hope we'll get together again soon. Thank you. In the meantime, do leave a comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified each time there is something new to see. Thank you for joining me once more.